Hey Scorpio, this is Perrymore Tarot's daily reading for October 9th, 2025. This is for Scorpio. Last shuffle coming out for Scorpio. Let's see what's coming up, going on with you. Gosh, it's nothing but archangels coming out for everyone. Oh, the healing light and deserving. Now we have Archangel Gabriel here who is going to help you communicate what you need to say. There's something about you getting positive messages or good, positive uh, letters or approvals, a lot of those. You have to act as if you, I want to say, they want you to know that you're worthy of getting what you want. You need to aim for what you want. Don't second guess yourself. Don't sugarcoat it. Get what you want. There is a need for you to know that you're deeply loved by the universe. You should say that repetitively. I am deeply loved by the universe. They want you to connect to everything. Connect. Use all the colors of the rainbow. Okay, use all the colors of the rainbow. That will help you to connect your spirit to the nature of things, to everything. They want you to keep an open mind as well, especially when it comes to love. Keep an open mind. The type of person that you're looking for is someone that you would never suspect. They're saying it's someone that you don't even think. It's someone who's always positive with you, whoever this is. Now, if you're, say you're not in a romantic connection at all, your person is someone who always gives you positive messages. This is someone who always validates what you say, but you may overlook them, right? Like the friend zone person that you may look at and go, well, I mean, they're always nice, but I mean, yeah. I'm focused on someone I have a lot of resentment for. And that's someone's thing there. But they want you to know that emotions are normal, they're natural, but sometimes they can really throw you off. Sometimes they can distort your vision and your perception. So you've got to let go of any resentments in order to be able to see very clearly, to open up your into, to be able to see things clearly, period. It's like, okay, I may resent them, but I do have to like let this go. And letting it go would be like accepting that they did something that caused resentment. Just saying they did it, like that's what they did, and not just that's what they did, but that's just their jam. That's how they operate. It had nothing to do with me. That's what they chose to do, and to be able to let that go, because something beautiful is supposed to grow from that. What grows from this, and to some degree when it comes to love, someone does something so ridiculous to you on purpose to push you in the opposite direction. Mostly it's because whenever they tell you to keep an open mind, that means that they're speaking of you having a type. All of us have somewhat of a type, right? There's a type to some degree. Maybe you're like, oh, I'm open, but there's still a type in there. Maybe it's not a gender type. Maybe it's like a personality type, an interest type, right? Oh, they like these specific hobbies. Okay, I like someone who's like this. Like we have a type, right? But whoever it is that you're looking at, the person is very positive. This is someone who validates what you say. They think you're worth everything. They act as if you could tell that they're doing things completely out of the realm of what they would usually do just for you. And that could be someone that you kind of see as a friend, and that person is the one. That's the one. That's the sad, isn't it sad? Like there's someone you're interested in, someone, and the type of people that you're usually interested in, like say you like artists, and the artist type is always the kind that's non-committal, but you're looking for a commitment, and your friend is the one that's like an accountant, but would love you to the core of your soul, but you just aren't interested. You know what I mean? Um, that's what I'm seeing here. They're bringing up your Saturn return, okay? And that means that usually represents wherever Saturn was when you were born, it returns to that space again, because Saturn moves around. Saturn is mobile, but it's slow. So it's about every 27 years, kind of slow. And it speaks of the lessons you're meant to learn. And the disciplines that you're meant to adopt. And your third house placements also speak to a level of like communication, how you express yourself. It represents your relationships with your siblings and your neighbors and things of that nature also. What have you learned from all those interactions? Just, really just question, just ask yourself, what have I learned from that? There's something in there that is meant to be explored. Nine of Cups here twice, Ten of Cups and the Ten of Wands. It feels like this is like an overwhelming amount of something coming towards you that you wanted way back when, but now it's coming in. Now, it is a healing light because it means that what was for you is for you. It would never have passed you by. And it's not passing you by. It looks like it's coming, right? So deserving is the King of Cups in the world. It feels like an awareness that I deserve to love every part. I deserve to have beautiful memories of this phase in my life. That is a powerful freaking thing to say to oneself. I deserve that. I'm worthy of that. I'm worthy of having a freaking cycle or chapter in my life that I could look back at and say, heck yeah, that was my time. I had fun. I loved it. Every day was a great day. You know what I mean? And you know that that's real when you have a space in your life where you're going, that was the saddest crap I ever went through. My entire 20s was sad. There was a part of my 20s and my early 30s where I was extremely depressed. And it was just because it was day in, day out, same old struggle bus, struggle city, and I was struggling in many different ways, couldn't get the respect that I deserved. It was a lot of crap going on, man. And then, of course, I was going through that during the whole 9/11 fallout, and it didn't make it any better that that whole situation made it so much harder. I had just moved out, like, you know what I mean? I just got out there, and already we're coming out into the world, y'all. Oh, by the way, we might be attacked. You live right near the CDC, so that back then. So I'm only throwing this out here just to say that you do deserve better, good things. I do see someone giving you some kind of positive message. They're being prompted to by Archangel Gabriel. Somehow their words will probably, it almost looks like their words will reverberate and means more than you ever felt that it would ever mean. It could be something just as simple as, "Hey, you're okay out there?" And out of nowhere, it's like somebody cares. I'm not being fun. Of course, I have to be funny about everything because I can't help myself. Um, I'm an island. I was raised by a bunch of islanders, so we're just everything's funny, you know. But I don't mean to be. I'm dead serious. This is something's going to matter more. Like their words are going to pack a punch, and you deserve the positive message that comes. You deserve everything. I feel like you may be acting as if everything's okay, and mm, but you need to know that something beautiful was meant to come out of this. Like this is that. Honestly, it feels like you got everything you didn't want on purpose, so you can be pushed towards what you need. And that sounds wild, doesn't it? You'll never do that again. You'll never go down that path and mess with someone like that again, or go to this place that looks like that again. Now you're going to go towards what you really need, which is something that may not even be attractive to you, is what this says to me. They're like, that may not even be what Scorpio wants there. That's not something that they would automatically go, heck yeah, sign me up. So hidden motivations, right? The Hierophant and the Moon talks a lot about how what the reason why you may not be so sure about things is because it's unpredictable, right? The Moon tells me that there's a lot of misconception about the path ahead, so it would cause you to feel insecure about the next steps. Not insecure in a way of like, I know I'm not good enough for this, but more of like, is this ground solid though? Is this water, or is this, like, what is this? What am I doing? Are we sure? And so that may be a motivator. Like somewhat of a motivator is like, things are going your way, but are they really? That's the vibe I'm getting off of that. Your higher self, Seven of Wands, Judgment. Your higher self speaks of coming from the heart. And it says that no matter what comes, no matter how many times it comes, I'm going to stand for what I know that I deserve. I know I'm worthy of having what I deserve. And I also see that once you adopt this energy within your spirit, things move really fast. You want to say, I am deeply loved by the universe. That tells me that if you make a step, even if you don't know what you're doing, that means that the universe aligns things. So maybe there's a planet over here. Spirit might be like, well, it's not going to hurt anybody to push it over for Virgo, for Scorpio here. It's not going to hurt anybody to push this over a little bit. It's actually going to align. We can align whatever we can within reason, within where it's harm to none and benefit for all, just so that Scorpio can shine, can walk, can be, can exist, can be, get what they ask for. It's their time, right? So I see angel number 1515. Of course, it breaks down to a 3, and it speaks of how an opportunity, some help, extra cash, or some other support comes your way. You got to keep doing what you're doing. Have fun performing your tasks. Show yourself, like, really have fun. Know that you're worthy of that. Understand that something beautiful grows out of everything. It's a rose that grows out of concrete. And I believe, what is that? The poem by Tupac Shakur. What a tragedy we faced with that man passing. What a tragedy. But however it goes, um, yeah, keep going. Your best success comes from you having passion about what you're doing. And I see someone contributing to that passion. And it would be someone, like I said, that you would never suspect. And I think that every effort that you make is going to be rewarded big time. It feels like whatever step you take, Spirit's going to take 3, right? If you take a step, they're going to skew everything to the left so that you have space to walk. That's what that usually means. You want to say that to yourself and understand that Archangel Gabriel is invested in every single thing, going to help people and even help you formulate the right words to say. Words may pop into your head that you never said before. The vibe of sometimes the word will come to you and you're like, I don't know if that's a real word or not. Then you look it up and you're like, that is exactly the word I needed to say. That's Archangel Gabriel. you know um so also, Archangel Gabriel seems to be opening doors for you. So like you walk in or you go somewhere and it's like all eyes are going to be on you. People will just turn around, they're like, oh, Scorpio's here. It's like he blows a trumpet before you walk in a room. I feel that you're going to get lots of positive messages. They're asking you to look for a sign, and a lot of this sign looks like, show me a sign that I did the right thing. Show me a sign. You want to ask for things like that. Usually when I see angels saying, hey, look for a sign, it's almost like, okay, you got the angel number 1515, but then that's also a vibe of asking for one. If I'm making the right decision, show me a sign that that's right. And the signs that you could show me are in these specific things. Like if a flock of birds fly over my home or something, whatever, you can make up anything, right? Please show me a sign. Of course, nothing too crazily outlandish, right? But look for one. There's going to be signs and synchronicities all around you. And don't be like me, getting billboards, songs, angel numbers, and still saying, I still need a sign though. That's not enough. Okay. Don't be like me. Okay, you could be dealing with a Taurus, another Scorpio, Capricorn, or Cancer. I'm also seeing Pisces, right? So if you're not dealing with those signs, which you don't have to be, those signs could also be in your chart. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, my links are on my page. Peace, love, and light. Take care.